the girlfriend.
Hanging on a Thursday afternoon, you know.
Lucky Barry.
Tough job, Barry.
Not bad, actually.
I'm
I need a
kill your
photo of
action,
this.
though. You know why? I'm going to talk about budgeting on trips.
Oh, no,
it's like the worst
I spoil you girls when you go travel.
Would you?
No budget. Oh, yeah.
No budget?
If we ever did go, I would be.
You'd put the whole bill.
Going now.
His wife would lay down the law on the budget. It's always the wife. It's always me in our family.
You set the budget.
I set the budget. Do you know what? One of the worst things that I find when I ask people, when they say, how am I going to be able to save money on my trip? First thing I ask them is, do you have a budget? Right. And most people don't. And I'm talking about a budget that actually factors in everything. The flight, the accommodation, you're eating out, you're spending. If you're going to be doing tours, factor all of that in. Most people forget something along the line. And then once you've actually decided where you want to go, I recommend going to an umbrella type website, like a kayak.
Yeah.
What that does is it gives you all of the different routes to your particular destination, and it'll flag long layovers, way too short layovers. It'll tell you which is the best price, and you weigh out the odds. If you're okay with a long layover, you might save yourself hundreds of dollars. But then it will direct you to the website. You can either book it directly with your website, or you can take it to a travel agent and let them review it, because they may know better than you do and may actually be able to find you something else. The other thing is to go to a site called YAPTA. Any of you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so YAPTA is a site that helps you track the price of the flight, not only before you book it, but after, and it alerts you by email, and they may help you get a refund.
Okay, so I booked with Air Canada to go to New York, and it cost me $700, and all of a sudden now the flight is $500. I can call Air Canada and say,
well, YAPTA will help you get a refund for the difference. They don't guarantee it, but they will help you. They'll take a percentage, but it could be really worth it.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that when you're looking at accommodation, it can be one of the biggest bites out of your budget, and so this is where you need to do a lot of research. So you can go to the big umbrella site. So an umbrella site would be like an Expedia or a Trivago. And then you need to narrow down where it is you want to stay, because you might be able to stay on the outskirts for way cheaper, but in reality, it could cost you more in all the transfers to get into the city to see all the sites you want to see. So it may be worth spending that $50 more per night to keep you within the city. And then decide what kind of accommodation. Are you willing to stay in B&Bs, or do you want to stay in like a vacation rental, a five-star Barry? Okay.
That's where we would go.
Yeah, would you? Oh, right. We would.
In the budget.
only the best for B.
Do you find it's cheaper to do the travel and the hotel together usually, or always a la carte?
Often it can be. I look at both ways, and I think that everybody should, because there is no one rule. Do it a la carte or do it all together. But sometimes you can save hundreds of dollars booking it together, especially if it's a company like Air Canada or WestJet, where they have a vacation division.
Right.
And when you book it together, they might be bearing the cost of some flights that they might not be able to sell, and you might get a real deal. So definitely look at that. And the other thing is, this makes me sound really cheap, but go online and do a Google search for coupons for no matter what it is you want to do, where you want to do it. You might get 2-for-1 restaurant coupons, or 2-for-1 in a museum that you want to go see, or a restaurant you want to eat at. It will save you money. It doesn't matter if you're going down to Scottsdale or if you're flying across the world to London. You may be able to save quite a bit of money. So,
All right,
and look for the
30-second mark, friend. Do you want to do deals, or do you want to